welcome to Clarksville-Montgomery County Public Library. We are going to do a very special fall craft today. We're going to make a pumpkin, and it is super easy. It looks a little complicated, but not at all. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need is some orange paper. Now, if you don't have orange paper, you can get a piece of white paper and just color it orange with some crayons. Just find an orange crayon and just color it all orange. Or if you have orange paper, you can just start with that. The other thing you'll need is a little piece of green paper, and you don't even need the whole piece. You just need enough to make a leaf. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut strips all along our orange paper. So you're going to need some scissors and just cut about an inch strip. See about how big these are? You're going to cut it that big. So I'm just going to cut my strips. Now, if you're not allowed to cut yet, if you're a little bit too young to use scissors, just ask somebody that's older than you that has permission to use scissors to cut your strips for you. Now I'm just going to do one full page worth, but if you want more strips, you can use more strips. Be creative. And you know what, if you want to use a white piece of paper and you don't have an orange crayon, does your pumpkin have to be orange? No, I've seen other color pumpkins too. I've seen white pumpkins. I've seen multicolored pumpkins. And you can even make polka dot pumpkins if you want. You can make it very creative. It's called thinking outside the box. Inside the box would just be an orange pumpkin. But if you want to think outside the box, you'll be, oh, see, I ripped it. But you know what? That's okay. It's okay that I ripped it. If you make a mistake or it gets cut in half, that's okay. Just keep on going. Oh, ripped it again. When you get to the end, it's not quite as sturdy, so it's a little bit easier to rip. I'm kind of going really fast, so I get my little strips done. But you don't have to go that fast. Okay, so now I have all of my orange strips. So I'm going to move these other things out of the way so we can see what I'm doing. Okay, so here are all of my orange strips. I'm going to make an X with two of them. And then I'm going to put a piece of glue. Okay, I have a glue stick. I'm going to put some glue right in the middle of the first one and then put that X right over it. I'm going to push down really hard so it stays. That's going to be the base of my pumpkin. I'm going to lift this up so you can see it. So I've put glue right in the middle. Now I'm going to do it again with another strip. You know what? If you want to have different colored strips, that might be kind of neat too. When I work with you guys, when we do crafts here, you guys are so creative and you think of things that I have never thought of before. So if you want to do something that I haven't mentioned here and make it even more creative, that's awesome because you guys are creative geniuses. You really are. Okay, I'm going to do it again and I'm going to go across the other way. Now let me show you what I'm doing because I've got an X and then I put one right in the middle and this one is going to go this way. So I'm going to keep on putting it between my X's. So I'm going to put one right this way and it almost looks like a star now. So you got that going. That's almost enough for a whole pumpkin. We could go a little bit more if we want. I'm going to make maybe 2 more strips. I don't think I'm going to use all of my strips because I think that'll be a little bit too many. But if you want to use all yours, you can. Okay, I think that is enough for mine. I'm pushing it down really good so it's nice and strong. And this is what I have. So it looks like a great big star. So let's put our pumpkin together now. So I'm going to take the very bottom strip. I'm going to see which one that was. And you can look at the bottom and see the one that's on the very bottom. I'm going to take that one and pull that together. That's going to hold my pumpkin together. So I'm going to put some glue on the top of one of the sides. And I'm going to bring the other side over. And I'm going to hold it really tightly, just to make sure it gets good and glued. You could also use tape. Tape would work too. And then I'm going to go to the next one. It doesn't matter that the next one is on the bottom or on the top, but I'm going to try to pick ones that I see that are kind of on the bottom. I'm going to put some glue at the top of this piece right here, and I'm going to glue this one up and this one up. Look, it's starting to look like a pumpkin. I've got 2 circles. Now, if you find that your pumpkin isn't exactly round, is that okay? Yeah, it's okay. When have you seen a perfectly round pumpkin? I don't think I've ever seen a perfectly round pumpkin. Starting to take shape, looking more and more like a pumpkin. See where I'm putting the glue on the top. And I'm going to just pull up a piece and then pull up the opposite piece on the other side. It's really starting to look like a pumpkin now. I'm almost done. I only have 2 strips left. Here we go. Two more, it's almost there. And everybody's pumpkin's gonna look different. So like I said, if yours isn't perfectly round or it has a piece sticking out, it's fine. Because it's all yours. You made it. And I've finished my pumpkin. Now the only thing we still need is what? We need a leaf for the top of it to give it a little bit more color. So here's my pumpkin. Again, not perfectly round, but it's fine. And I'm going to cut a leaf. So you got to think of, what does a leaf look like? Think of the trees around you. My trees are usually kind of that shaped. They have the leaves of that shape. Kind of an oval with a point at the end. So I'm just going to cut out a piece, and you don't even need a whole piece of paper. You could use a small piece of paper and just color it green if you don't have a green piece. And there's my leaf. Just going to put a little bit of glue on it. Put it at the top. Push it down really good so it stays. Ta-da! Here's your pumpkin for fall. Happy fall, everyone, and be the creative geniuses that you are. Great job. Thank you.